So obviously, we're in a different environment, and it ain't Tuesday. But what are you going to do, right? These things happen. If you know where we've been and what we've been doing, you'd understand. And you will after you watch this Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. But on a Wednesday. All right, guys. So we learned more of a life lesson this week. Um, if you don't know where we were, well, I didn't really tell you. So I guess I shouldn't expect you to. I planned on leading up to it with some shorts and all that, but I was so intrigued with everything that was going on, I didn't do any of that. And I apologize, but I'm not really sorry, you know what I mean? But some of you guys might know I recently had a birthday. And for that birthday present, Megan and the kid bought me a class, a metalworking class, which if you guys see my metalwork, you know I need it. Um, Hosted by Gene Winfield out there at his shop in Mojave. If you guys don't know who Gene Winfield is, you really need to go check that out because he's like a legend. I mean, he's been chopping mercury since before most of us were alive. I mean, he's been doing it for like 80 years. All right, so if you don't know, you need to know. So check him out. He holds a metalworking class at his shop. God bless him. He's 95 years old, and he taught me how to lead a car last week. Am I nearly as good as him? Absolutely not. I suck. But, I got to do that. And along with a ton of other things, and I'm not going to give it all away because, well, we're going to have an episode of talking about it. So you're going to want to check that out on Friday. But here's the tip. For about 8 years, I lived less than an hour away from his shop. I've been to his shop a couple times. He signed the dash of my 49 Dodge. Actually, it was Megan's 49 Dodge. I wanted the kid to throw a little picture up like right here because I can actually see it across the room. When I sold the car, I kept the glove box, and that's where he signed. So like I said, I've been to his shop a few times. He's had shows there. I've been to him. Awesome dude. He's funny. He's a great guy. And just loves to teach, right? So, and I'm gonna tell you what, with the ones we were on his class this week, the patience this man has. He had like 25, 30 people there trying to teach us how to do something he perfected years ago. So, I mean, hats off, because I know I was frustrated, and I wasn't the only one, right? But what I was saying was, I live less than an hour away from this guy. He's held the class for years. He started back in like 99. I think the first time I was at his shop was like '02. I was unaware of the classes then, but I've become aware of them since then. And it always I can make all the excuses in the world. Like I was active duty and there was, deployment schedule, there was this, there was that, whatever. The reality of it is I didn't make it a priority. And it's one of those things I'm kind of glad I didn't because maybe I wouldn't have had the experience I had this time. Who knows, right? Because there was an awesome group of people there. We all jabbed perfect. It was just, like butter, it all went together great. So I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. Now, that being said, if you're like less than an hour away from the guy and he's got this class, go to it. Financial status alone, I had to fly cross country, rent a car, get a hotel. So it was probably a little bit more cost effective if I drove an hour south. What are you going to do? I didn't do it. And I almost didn't do it this time. We were sitting there talking about it, and I saw it like on social media, Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I was like, oh, wow, Gene's having another class. That's cool. And Megan's like, why don't you go? I said, I can't just go. And she's like, why not? I said, well, I'm just going to not go to work, just get on a plane and go. She's like, yeah, dude, people do it every time. Like every day. Every day people do that. I don't. It's just not my thing. And I was actually talking to my brother Anthony about this, who I saw while I was out there, so that was another perk. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm the same way. People don't do that. Well, people do. But he's like, yeah, I'm the same way. Would never think about it, right? So Megan, being Megan, is like, hey, I already got your tickets. Happy birthday. Figure it out. Oh, okay, I guess I'm going. So if she didn't do that, I would have still regretted not going. And I regretted it for what I've been out. I've been aware of the class for at least 15 years. So I regretted not going for about that long. And I would have kept regretting it. Don't do that, man. You know, there's no reason for you to just put off this kind of stuff. You know, I'm not gonna. There's all the cliche things in the world you could say, but at the end of the day, you want to do something, you have the means and the possibility to do it. Go do it. Because I almost missed that again. And I'm gonna tell you guys what. The weekend was amazing. You're gonna see some incredible stuff on Friday, and well, not only me, but all you guys would have been missing out too if Megan didn't do what she did and make me go. And she never should have had to do that. But I'm damn glad she did, Claire. Damn glad she did. A little tired. Can you guys tell? Anyway, I'm back on the right coast, and I probably should go work in the shop because all this stuff's fresh in my mind. Probably a good idea. But make sure you guys tune in Friday. You're going to want to see this. Thanks for watching, guys.